Brentwood is a neighborhood on the west side of Los Angeles that pretty much anyone can live in, whether you're a family, whether you're a bachelor, whether you're in your young adulthood trying to get a job, or just experience the fun Los Angeles lifestyle. Pretty much there is something for everyone in the neighborhood of Brentwood. So today we are going to go over the maps of Los Angeles, of Brentwood specifically, and I'm just going to go over pretty much everything that you need to know if you're thinking or considering moving to Brentwood. So let's get right into it. Boom. Okay, here we are. Here is Los Angeles, the greater Los Angeles County. And if you're looking for Brentwood on the map, you're going to have to go down into the city. So we have the west side of LA down here, and there we go. So pretty much everything that's considered the west side of Los Angeles is west of the 405 here. This is the 405 freeway. You might have heard of it. If you're from LA, you definitely have heard of it, or you've probably been stuck in traffic down there for several hours. But here's Brentwood down here. We're gonna check out Brentwood for you guys on this map. So first of all, it is right next to Westwood, where UCLA will be. So there will be a good amount of young people that may be going to UCLA that move to Los Angeles but don't want to live in the Westwood dorm life, the campus life of UCLA. So maybe they'll head over to Brentwood, because on the other side of Westwood is Beverly Hills, and that might be a little bit too expensive for someone going to UCLA. So Brentwood is right next to Westwood, and then it is about 10 minutes away from Santa Monica. Down here, over by the beach, it is right next to the Pacific Palisades. I have tons of videos on the Palisades as well if you want to check out some of my other videos on the channel. But let's go down into Brentwood. So first off, right here, San Vicente Boulevard. There are a lot of nice restaurants here along San Vicente. This is pretty much Restaurant Row over in Brentwood, and you have a Katsuya, Mendocino Farms, John and Vinny's. One of the better pizza spots in LA. Some people say that's their favorite pizza restaurant, but I have to disagree. There are a couple others. If you want my pizza recommendations, send me a DM or an email. I'll let you guys know. But that's where you have a lot of that stuff. Starbucks, there's a Chipotle, Whole Foods, just everything. It's always going to be pretty crowded. It's going to be a decent amount of traffic right there in the center. And then right here, this is pretty much all residential neighborhoods. I'll give you a little layer, or residential by mean apartment buildings. There's a lot of apartment buildings around between the San Vicente and Wilshire areas right here. And so then you look at Wilshire. Wilshire is a big passing through, one of the bigger streets where you pass through from the 405 freeway. You exit Wilshire, and then you head all the way down to Santa Monica there. But so Wilshire, you'll see Q's Billiard Club, a nice little bar, then a bunch of other spots to eat at, a lot of cafes, just any little spot you want to stop at to eat or grab a coffee, grab a quick bite. You'll find it here on this specific row of Wilshire right there. And as we go a little more south, first off, you have more apartment buildings, some commercial buildings down here between. There is a high school, University High right there. If you look on the map, you can see that. A lot of very nice high-rises in this specific area, too, right between Barrington and Bundy. A couple brand new high-rise buildings. The newest one, known as the Landmark, where the penthouse is going for $30,000 a month, which is pretty expensive. I actually did a video on my main channel of that specific unit. If you like luxury homes, luxury apartments, you can check that out on my main channel. But if you're here for the neighborhoods for Los Angeles, stick around. Then you have Santa Monica Boulevard, where it's pretty much the same thing. Get some bars, Busby's West and Mom's Bar. Those are pretty big UCLA bars. If you're going to UCLA, if you're a student, you know that during the games, Busby's West gets very crowded, it's very popular spot to hang out. They have arcade games. There's many different rooms. That is one fun spot to just go with your friends, watch some sporting events at Busby's West on the west side. One of the better spots. Ono's Hawaiian Barbecue. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about that. One of my favorites. Sawtell. So Brentwood is pretty much right next to Sawtell, that you'll notice. And anyone that lives in Brentwood, I'll actually tell them to go to Sushi Row. There's a Sushi Row in Sawtell. As you can see on the map right here, Japantown, there are probably 10 to 15 sushi spots right there, which is in Sawtell, technically not Brentwood. But if you're a sushi connoisseur, a sushi fan like myself, you don't want to miss Sushi Row. A lot more apartment buildings here in this area of Sawtell, Brentwood. But let's go to the northern parts of Brentwood. Let's check out some of where the homes will be. So if you look at this area, the northeast part of Brentwood, you can see more houses, single-family homes, and these are definitely going to cost you $2 million plus easily. And some of them will range to $5 million as well in this specific area. And right above that north, this is Brentwood Country Club. Private country club where they have golf, tennis, very nice restaurants. And yeah, so if you like to be a part of a golf club, that is one of them. Absolutely beautiful course. Very close to that as well, if you like golf, if you like country clubs, Riviera Country Club, where they have the Genesis Invitational PGA Open every February, and that's right here. That's pretty much in Brentwood. It's not even a mile away from the Brentwood Country Club. So two very nice country clubs there on the west side of Los Angeles, if you're into golf, if you're into that specific lifestyle. But as we go north, you can see anything north of San Vicente up to Sunset, more residential houses, single-family homes, residential neighborhoods. And one specific thing, as you can see on the map, I'll just touch on these, on this more so the northwest side of Brentwood, just west of Brentwood Heights. There are a couple famous houses you can see. There is the Banks Mansion, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house. It's not in Bel-Air, it's in Brentwood, right here in this specific area. You have this roundabout that cuts Sunset and Bristol Circle, that is, and then as you go down, you have more expensive houses down in this residential neighborhood, and then you have also Jay and Gloria's house. If you guys have seen Modern Family, Brentwood Park, that is where that house is located specifically. Great little neighborhood. There's great schools in the area, Paul Revere Middle School. I have a couple clients that sons actually went to Paul Revere Middle School, and they live in Brentwood. It's one of the best single-family residential luxury and safe, just nice community, great people over on the west side. That and the Palisades are some of my favorite spots. But the more north you get in Brentwood, the more expensive the homes get. And I mean, you can spend upwards of, I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a $45 to $48 million homes in some of these neighborhoods up here in Brentwood as you keep going over towards Getty, and you get some of the most insane views that you will see in all of Los Angeles. You can see all the way, sometimes out to downtown, all the way to the ocean as we keep going higher up these streets here. And there are elementary schools, a couple schools tucked back as you go further north, such as Kenter Elementary School, Kenter Canyon right there. So if you do have kids that want to go to school, you don't have to drive them all the way down to Sunset, take them to Brentwood High or whatnot, Brentwood Elementary. They can just go to one of the schools, more so in the neighborhoods, more family-friendly environment. And these aren't super high up in the hills. It's not extremely hilly like you'd see in Hollywood, in the Hollywood Hills. It's more flat. It's more of a gradual uprise in the slope as you keep heading up to Crestwood Hills, where you'll see the mega mansions, some of the big estates that they're building, some of the modern homes up there. But let's go back down here. More things to do in Brentwood. I mean, there are a lot of hiking trails. Sullivan Canyon Park, great hiking trails. Inspiration Point, Murphy Ranch Trail, these are kind of technically in the Palisades. You can also go all the way up to Mandeville Canyon, which I've heard some people love more than anything in the Brentwood area. But honestly, the Getty is in Brentwood, the Getty Museum. If you guys have never been, it's free to go. Take your family, take a date, do whatever you want. It's free. You take a tram up there, and that might be if they built a house on there, it'd probably be more expensive than the one, because first of all, the land there's so much space up there. You get the most insane views of all of Los Angeles from the ocean all the way to downtown. And I mean, the location of it is just absolutely prime Brentwood. Brentwood Glen. Let me talk about Brentwood Glen. That's a very specific neighborhood. It's pretty small. There's not too much in Brentwood Glen. You pretty much just have Beloit Avenue that cuts to a dead end, and this is one of the more private neighborhoods. You don't even hear the freeways. As you can see, the 405 is right there, but it doesn't even feel like it's right there. And you're only a minute away to hop on if you need to go to the Valley or anywhere south. But Brentwood is very central. You see that there's the hospital right there, West LA Medical Hospital, and then you can just go to Wilshire, Westwood. I mean, it doesn't really get more central, better weather. You're on the west side. You have all the best grocery stores. You got residential single-family homes mixed with a lot of apartment complexes. You're very close to a small airport, the Santa Monica Airport, or if you want to go to LAX, that's not too far away either because the freeway is right there. Just keep in mind you might have to sit in the middle of some traffic. And yeah, that was pretty much everything. I just wanted to touch on some of what you can do in Brentwood, some of the specific neighborhoods, the country club, some of the where the main food spots are. Real quick, Brentwood High is right around here as well. It's right here, actually, the East Campus. And this is a nice little circular roundabout that, I don't know if you guys know Brentwood. This is Brentwood Village where it's a different vibe right here. It's a small, there's a couple tiny, there's no parking. So make sure you park far, or if you can find a spot in this roundabout, in this semicircular parking lot, then go for it. But there is a Tsum Tsum, one of my favorites. It's not even on the map here. Oh, there it is, Tsum Tsum, all right. But this is another cool little area, Brentwood Village. Oh, before I end this, guys, I forgot. I got to talk about the Brentwood Dog Park because people go to the Brentwood Dog Park from all over LA, no matter how far it is, because it's huge. There's always a good amount of dogs there. But if you don't want your dog hanging around other dogs, there are still a lot of, it's so big that there's a lot of space, and you don't get this much land. It's right here. And specifically, look at all this space. I mean, you park right here, 333 Barrington. And you'll see dogs. Any hour of the day, you'll have dogs roaming around here. Off-leash parking lot. I mean, off-leash dog park, which is rare to find. And then, yeah, right next to the Brentwood Village, grab a bite with your dog right after. And then down Barrington, a lot of apartment buildings. Then, boom, we're back onto where we started this video. Heart of Brentwood here, San Vicente, where you get everything that you really need, guys. But thanks so much for watching. If you have any other questions about Brentwood or another neighborhood on the west side in LA in general, contact me, reach out, hit the like on this button. Posting videos every week on this channel of all things LA. Let me know what you guys thought. Subscribe for more videos coming in the future. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in property, my team and I help people every day move out here to this beautiful city that I call home. Appreciate you guys once again. See you on the next video. Peace.